Hello and welcome to another episode of Dorset Catchers. This time I'm bringing you to a lake that's right next door to where I normally go. This is Limbrick Pit, and for many people that don't know, it's got many fish in it. And I'll do a quick walkabout so you can have a look at the place, and you get to know the place more, including the swims, possibly some of the fish. So this is my first venture onto Limbrick Pit. I've just come round for a look about. I've never actually seen this lake before. I've always fished Northfield right next door, so like I said, I'm going to have a quick walkabout. I've seen the big fish move over there, but the first thing I've noticed walking down to this lake is it is quite weedy. I said I think we're going to have to find the clear spots. If not, we'll have to fish helicopter rigs or something. But have a walkabout. I'll get a few more bits of footage so I can have a look. Like I said, I'm also going to show my mates to this because we're intrigued by this lake. There's not many fish in here. I've been told there's only like 15 fish, maybe 20 actually carp, but they're all big fish. None of them are small. But you got a lot of other fish like tench and stuff in there as well. Bream. So even if we catch another fish, it still adds to the score of what we've got. It's better than going home blanking. So these are the next swims along. Just looking at the water, you can see there will be some clear gravel patches which we might be able to find with a marker rod. I've seen some movement on the top. As you can see, once again, this lake is crystal clear. So I've done a bit more research on the lake and talked to a couple anglers down here, and it's quite, I don't know, it's one of those waters. Some of the anglers are a bit sort of twitchy on here because they don't want to tell you any of the information because obviously they want to fish it. But there are two anglers that I've spoken to today and they're really helpful. One of them's a tench fisherman and he's really nice. He's down for the tench. He said he was in one swim, he spent about 2 hours trying to rake the weed out, couldn't rake the weed out, couldn't find a clear patch. So unfortunately he found another swim. And so I can gather there is quite a few tench in there. Not loads, but enough. But what it is they're mainly like big tench. Or you get a few double figure tench in there. And that's what he's mainly targeting. It's like a 10 or 12 pound tench, and he's using casters and stuff, and fair play to him, like if it works it works. I said he looks for a clear patch down the other side, and he said normally you see all the splashing when they come up close, and that's when they seem to take the bait. And he said you'll know when they're going to take it. The tench seemed to come out more during the day here, and the carp seem to do more at night. But I've just spoken to another chap as well, and he's new to the ticket, and he's sort of a bit like me, a bit fresh to this lake. However, he come here the other day and he showed me some photos of some of the biggest fish in this lake, and I've spoken to someone. I thought they were 40s, but they're not. The biggest fish is in the 50s, and that's even more sort of bit of an eye-opener, a bit more rewarding for me to know. I didn't ask for the fish's name, I should have really, but there are a couple 40s in here as well, and possibly 30s, but nobody knows for sure, because you speak to one person and you find out that there could be 25 fish in this lake. You speak to another person and he says there's 15 fish in this lake. So I said, for like a 20 to 30 acre lake, the stocks are really low, and at the same time though, the fish are big. The only thing is, you've got to find the spots. You've got to work at them, because like I said, you can see, I've shown you some of the footage. I'll show you the footage of the swims, and the reed beds are so thick, you just got to find some clear patch for them to feed on. Whilst I was speaking to him, he's sort of been working a swim. He's made a gravel patch on the side that the fish were using for flanking, and he's done it so they feed inside the swim as well. He's a genius really, what he's done. And I was there for like 5 or 10 minutes, and I seen 2 or 3 tench move down on his spot. Also seen a common carp, and I said that's 25 or possibly 20% of the stock already just by seeing that one fish. It wasn't a huge fish, but I said it's nice because he took photos of the big carp, and they're stunning. They are stunning. I said I'll keep walking around the lake, show you a bit more footage. I'll piece it all together at the end, so you've got this lovely video that you're probably watching now. And like I said, it's the first time I've actually properly walked around this lake, and it's stunning. There is a bit the other side that, I don't know if you can see me behind me, you should be able to. It's along there, somewhere along there it finishes with the swims, but as of the 16th you can go further round, and there seems to be a bit of a gravel patch where it's a bit more open, a lot less weed that you can fish against, so it's be a bit better for catching the fish. But like I said, it is a low stock. If you're not interested in putting time in like to catch the fish, there's almost no point in being there. Like I said, it's not going to take 1 or 2 sessions to catch a fish, I don't think. I think it's going to be one of those lakes that you want to hit hard, or just keep coming back to. Give it a go now and then if you don't mind jumping between a lake that you're going to catch a few fish and a lake that you don't mind blanking on. I think it's worthwhile. Like I said, it is a big walk around this lake as well. The only downside is you've got to go through 3 gates to get to this lake. You've got to drive through the gate for Northfield White Lake, and then you've got to come through. If you go around the lake a little bit further, you then come to another gate that leads you on to Limbrick Pit. You go through the first gate, go through the second gate, and then you park in the car park and you're here. So it's a bit of a walk through, but it's definitely worth it. I mean, this lake is just, it's something else. It's stunning. Although it's a hard water, I'd happily come and fish here quite a lot. This is the information and rules provided by Ringwood and District Angling Association.